The Rockets started a rebuild in 2021 by trading franchise cornerstone James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets. That season marked their first time missing the playoffs since 2012, and they were taking a break from winning to rebuild the right way. And the first big piece of that rebuild would come in the 2021 NBA Draft, with number 2 overall pick Jalen Green. He was a player who drew comparisons to All-Star Zach LaVine because of his scoring ability and athleticism. The Rockets believed he would lead the next era of Houston basketball. In this past season, at only 20 years old, he averaged 22 points per game. Sure, the efficiency wasn't elite, but I already made a video comparing his numbers to some other recent stars in their second seasons, and he has been completely on pace to be a future star. However, he's gotten a lot of hate and disrespect because of his lackluster defense and shot selection. He's been called a TikTok hooper, a shot chucker, and many other names. And it seems like, as of today, the Rockets might have the same concerns. A report came out today from Jake Fisher that the Rockets have addressed the idea of packaging Jalen Green in a potential trade for a star. The ones listed were James Harden, Jaylen Brown, and Chris Middleton. I would be wholeheartedly against them doing this, as many Rockets fans I've seen online are as well. But let's take a deeper look into the potential offseason trade of Jalen Green. Before we get into the rerouting of Houston's young star, if you enjoy my content and have watched a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you're watching before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. The Rockets might be willing to sacrifice Jalen Green in order to accelerate the return to playoff contention, according to Yahoo Sports' Jake Fisher. He referenced Houston's possible pursuit of James Harden and reported how landing other primary free agents and top-billing trade targets this offseason was mentioned during interviews with coaching candidates. To that end, the Rockets addressed the idea of including Green, the number 2 pick in the 2021 draft, as part of a package for acquiring established star talent. Through 2 seasons, Green is averaging 20 points and 3 assists, while shooting 42% from the field, including 34% from 3. It's tough to grade the 21-year-old too harshly because the Rockets have been such a mess on the court. The absence of a true point guard hasn't helped either. Trying out Kevin Porter Jr. at the position made sense given where Houston is, and he hasn't performed poorly there, all things considered. But imagine how Green might benefit from having somebody like Harden facilitating the offense. The extent to which Harden would occupy the attention of opposing defenses could give Green more freedom as well. Therein lies the dilemma in dealing the 6'4 guard. The Rockets are clearly going all in if they ultimately reunite with Harden, who turns 34 in August. It isn't even a situation where you're content to have a bit of a transitional season before chasing a title, as the Brooklyn Nets did after signing Kevin Durant when he was coming off his Achilles injury. If the opportunity to land another marquee star, Fisher noted the Boston Celtics' Jaylen Brown has been one of the most public supporters of new head coach Ime Udoka, then Houston has to at least consider the idea and ponder the cost. Green would presumably be one of the pieces a trade suitor would request. But what if Green is already a suitable secondary scorer/guard alongside Harden? The Rockets won't know until he has a stronger supporting cast. Not to mention, trading him now would arguably be a case of selling low, because he hasn't had the same kind of early breakout that Ja Morant or Luka Doncic enjoyed. Absent acquiring a truly transcendent talent, including Green in an outgoing package might not make a ton of sense. If I were the Rockets, I would not move Green at this point. He's still on his rookie contract, he's only 21 years old, and is a 20-point-per-game scorer already. The dude is a walking bucket, and he could really benefit by having a better supporting cast. We saw Anthony Edwards benefit from something as small as adding Mike Conley, so if the Rockets add a great supporting piece next to Green, who knows what could happen. Green and young center Alperen Sengun would be nearly untouchable for me, unless they were being moved for a truly special talent. But at least right now, it seems as if the Rockets might have other plans, which would be a mistake. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.